Alright, so we are back, and we have a little bit of a thing to do before we do anything.
What is the thing
this guy
before we do anything?
is in the way.
Yes.
Can I not?
You can't provoke him. What does he say? I cannot afford to something Nina?
To lose Nina.
She's ill. I bet she's a character that you can only interact with the doctor.
Maybe it's this person?
She...
it's this person. Scrutinize. Oh.
Your reputation will suffer if you screw...
Provoke.
Yeah.
Granddaughter.
Help, a monster would sully my garments.
Standest thou against me?
We are now fighting
Then be
against
hunted.
the granddaughter.
What next?
Let's see. Salamander. Blah.
What?
Holy crap, that thing does damage.
I bet the grandfather or grandmother is ailing in that house. If you're going to be recruiting the healer next, it just makes the most sense that these people are out in front of their homes requesting aid. And you're just gonna beat them up.
Don't worry about it. Okay, so we wanted to gain access to this house. Yeah, he looks fine.
What?
There's a steal chance on that.
No way. Don't steal from an old man.
I will steal from everyone, not for sale. That's a 3%.
No, not for sale. No.
3%? Holy crap. Okay, I gotta get that axe, though. That is actually one of the better axes in the game.
Maybe if you heal the old man, then he'll accept your offerings.
No. If it says not for sale, it's never for sale.
Oh.
Like, that's how this game works. Anyway, we've already saved, so let's just, let's see. Equipment on it. Unequip all. Zeph, Nina, you better hold on for me. There ain't no way I'm letting that venom beat you. You hear me, Viper? I'm coming for you.
Do you think he has a Western, like a Texas accent?
Probably. His name is Elfin. He is an apothecary. His whole life has been spent in the pastoral village of Clearpuruk. He looks after the residents as a young apothecary. He's not alone in his efforts, though. Zeph, his best friend since boyhood, works alongside him. But when Zeph's little sister is bitten by a deadly viper, it falls to Elfin to fashion an antidote before the poison takes her. And so he ventures out into the Cave of Rio, where he must do battle with the dread beast. He will need caring allies. Allies, yeah. On the path that he has chosen. Yeah, I'm just making fun of myself that I couldn't say it.
Take Alpha along.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I always saw the pictures of depicting him with a frond of wheat sticking out of his mouth.
Yep.
So I didn't know. We'll have to listen to his voice actor and see what it is.
Let's see, so the question is, so once you have more than 4 party members, you have the option to cycle through them. Yes, you have to go back to the tavern, but yes. Oh, it's the old man that I was trying to rob.
Mm-hmm.
Grandpa, be strong! Can you really save him with that medicine of yours?
You betcha. Just sit tight. Bam! That should do her. Drink it down slowly now.
Well, I'll be. Thank you, my boy.
Don't mention it. Just doing my job. This'll stop the coughing for now, but your lungs have seen better days. Try to give the pipe a rest, sir. Here?
Oh, Elfin, thank you ever so much. How blessed we are to have an apothecary like you in our little village. It's not much, but please.
Nah, it's on the house. Why don't y'all hold on to that and buy something tasty for you and your grandpa? I'll be back to check in on him, okay?
In this age, the arts of medicine and healing are still in their infancy. With disease and illness rampant, people rely on salves and tinctures fashioned by apothecaries.
Mama. Did you see me, Ma? I whipped up an antitussive elixir like you wouldn't believe. Can't believe it's been a year already. Am I any closer to being the man I want to be? The man he was.
Alf, I've been looking all over for you.
Hey, Zeph. Done for the day?
Yes, only 2 patients today. Having you around sure eases the burden. If only I could convince you to quit giving out discounts.
Oh, come on. The poor gal has enough trouble looking after old Alec. I can't very well take what little she has.
I'm just teasing. You know that's what I like about you. If the villagers are healthy and happy, that's more than good enough for me.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
We may be new to this, but between the 2 of us, this village is in good hands.
Sure is. Plagues, epidemics, bring your worst.
I'm counting on you, Alf. We all are. Who would have thought that little troublemaker would turn out to be a top-notch apothecary, huh?
We can't all be born with a silver pestle in hand, Master Zeph.
Your mother would be proud.
Maybe.
Anyway, I should be getting back to Nina.
Yeah, beat it. Head on home, big brother.
Hey, Alphen. We've been friends ever since we were small, right? I know you better than anyone, so be honest. You're keeping something from me, aren't you? I'm right, aren't I? Alf, the truth is...
Master Zeph! Master Zeph, you must come quickly. It's your sister.
These look like bite marks. Alphen, could you take a look as well?
You got it, buddy. She's fallen into a deep trance. This is worse than we thought.
Indeed. Nina's the only family I have. If I lost her, I'd...
Wish she could tell us what happened.
It's safe to assume she was bitten by something poisonous. But what? Without knowing the nature of the poison...
Yeah, the wrong medicine could make things worse, and quick.
Damn it all! What foul beast did this to my Nina?
Let me ask around. Maybe someone saw something.
Okay.
People in the chat were joking that it was a love confession that was about to take place in the graveyard.
The truth is, I've made a love potion.
Oh, man.
Okay. Oh, so he
Nice.
has the same ability as Cyrus.
Really? Oh.
Yeah.
Friends with Nina since childhood, the two have grown up like sisters. The rather more strong-willed Nina often takes the lead on their secret adventures into the dangerous wilds outside the village.
Nice chatting with you. So he has more of a, like, kind of like this.
Yeah, he has a higher
Come
voice.
on now.
Come on now. Yeah.
The bite marks on Nina's leg. You sure you don't know where they came from? I want to help your friend, but I'm an apothecary, not a miracle worker. If I don't know what bit her, there ain't nothing I can do.
Oh?
You want to help too, right? So just tell me, please.
Nina is...
That was long and drawn out. Okay.
Nina wanted to pick water blooms for her brother. I wasn't sure about it, but I went with her to the cave. And then, this giant snake came out of the bushes. And...
What kind of snake? Was it black?
No.
I can't believe it.
Don't
but
tell me. Was it amber with blotches on its back?
Yes. How did you know?
Holy.
A flame take me. A blotted viper.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I know we're not supposed to go there. But Nina wanted it to be a surprise. So she told me to keep it a secret, and...
I see.
Thanks, Lily. You told me all I needed. You were a brave girl to bring Nina back here. Don't you worry anymore about that scary snake, you hear?
Nina.
Good gods, a blotted viper. A nasty critter if there ever was one. This ain't good. Time is of the essence. The poison is spreading through her veins as we speak. I must prepare an antidote with all haste.
That's why.
But I need to get my hands on the original venom. There's supposed to be a nest of vipers in the Cave of Rio, yeah?
Give me a break.
Yeah, along with plenty of other nasties. Reckless ain't half of it.
Well,
I know, but what choice do I have? I'll leave at once. Look after Nina for me.
Hold on now.
Hold on, Zeph. Huh? You look after her. I'll go.
Zakan.
Alphen, are you mad? I'm responsible for Nina. I won't let you risk your life like this.
It's flashing so much.
I know, it's
that hexagon.
It's very confusing.
Bruh. Okay.
Hexagod disapproves of your gay romance.
Hey, stop that. No.
Hey, I'm shipping them hard.
You are.
Yeah. Or
No.
maybe Hexagon really, really likes this. We'll see. Don't worry about me. Now, go back to your sister's side.
just a minute.
I swear. Have you taken leave of your...
Zeph, where are you?
Nina! I'm here, Nina.
Will you hold my hand?
See, Zeph? She needs you. Thanks, Elf. Come back safe, you hear? Aw, damn, I think this is the fastest intro to a character ever. And so I have a date with this Viper, you see? We just met, and you still want to come and help me out? Shucks, friend, I owe you one. There are good folks in this village, down to the last, and Zeph's always stuck by my side. But damned if I won't stick by his side. So, let's go. We're heading to the Cave of Rio, just east of the village. Better hurry, for Nina's sake.
Yeah, I think if it was a longer story intro like a number of the other characters, you would have actually helped her get the bloom for her brother and witness her getting bitten by the snake.
Yeah.
But then you'd already be in the place where you need to get the venom. So that wouldn't really make sense.
I mean, this works fine. I was just kind of surprised. It's like, oh, this is,
Didn't you notice he was sort of cautioning the old man to stop smoking? Stop smoking the pipe if you're having lung issues.
But I love my pipe.
Do you know what's interesting?
What?
Growing up, I've only ever seen one person in my life smoke a pipe in like person, and it was I have a friend, well, I had a friend back in like first grade, and they were from Lebanon, and her father would smoke a pipe. Not very often, but I think maybe even been a doctor now that I think about it. But it was just weird because I'd only ever seen those in movies. You know, like, you know, the classic sort of like Sherlock Holmes and the detectives with...
That's weird. Oh, right. How to do... Skills. How to take that off.
Very different groups of friends.
Joel, you had very similar groups of friends up until college. Then shit changed.
Time to teach you a lesson.
No, like,
dilemma.
I really think of all of my friends in the friend group, this one friend was the only one that had a parent that smoked. No one else did. At all.
Out of my way.
Yeah, I didn't really...
It's my turn now!
I didn't really know many people that smoked, period.
I don't want to be around this stuff
Here
either.
goes nothing.
So, nope.
I'll live with it, but I definitely don't enjoy the smell comparatively.
What? No. It's specifically why we only get smoke-free apartments. No way am I gonna be choking on that stuff.
Body.
Thank you!
Also,
That's not that much.
goopy snails.
Oh well. Goopy snails!
They actually have mouths.
Blizzard!
Tempest
They're all
of
dead!
rain.
Oh. Have you ever seen a snail
bad.
mouth?
Yes.
Snail
I
mouths are
had
funny.
snails as a pet when I was a kid, actually.
Wait, you didn't tell me about your snail
Yeah.
pets.
So when I lived in
Because I've heard of your rat, I've heard of your guinea pig, I've heard of your very short-lived rabbit, or at least it was an old rabbit that
Yeah, it was an old rabbit that my parents had before I was born, and then it died when I was like 2 or 3.
You had snails? How do you have snails as a pet?
So when I was a kid, we had the guinea pig. Well, we kept the guinea pig to some small degree in a
greenhouse.
In a greenhouse with a bunch of snails. And the guinea pig had no interest in eating the snails. Because it wasn't, you know.
But what were the snails? Did you buy the snails, or were the snails just always
they just
there?
were already there. I could
When you guys
be
got
wrong.
the house?
It was a rental house. It was a duplex that we were renting.
Now, was the guinea pig yours, or was it a left over from the rental?
The guinea
Here
pig
we
was
go.
actually the apothecary. Oh, he has ice skills. Oh, so that's where we use these. Okay.
Because you never really tell me much about this guinea pig.
Well, the guinea pig was left over from our neighbors across the street.
So you guys adopted the guinea pig from the neighbors.
Correct.
What's it do?
Because they were like an older couple, and I think they moved, and they didn't want to.
Interesting dilemma.
Moving for any animal is very stressful, especially if it's in an enclosed space.
Yeah, and it was kind of a furry little asshole. Like, it would bite more often. Like,
so it had never been really acclimated to humans.
no, I don't think. I
My
don't
guinea
think so.
pigs
I
were
think,
adorable
I think it was much more of like
potato muffins.
Like just kind of a cage pet. They wouldn't take it out that often. They were, I mean, there was an older couple across. I think what they did was they actually sold their house and were going to do they were going to do like
things to do.
What was it? Travel across the country in an RV because they had a big RV.
Oh, okay.
And they were very.
Here we go.
I guess proud of it. I don't know.
My turn.
There we go. And so
Now, what next?
third.
A tempest of ice.
So yeah, they sold their house and moved out or whatever, and you know that's fine. I guess it was just like then we inherited the guinea pig for about a couple of months, and then we moved too. So it was just like.
Well, then where did the guinea pig go?
I think we passed it on to one of my dad's work friends or maybe one of my classmates.
It's my turn
I don't really remember.
That poor guinea pig.
Kinda. I mean, it was better than like giving it to a rescue or something. Oh, I forgot to boost his blizzard there. Whoopsie.
Yeah, at least you sort of know where they had gone. Now that I think about it, I wonder why my parents didn't offer to give our guinea pigs to someone that we knew. I think the lady that had babysat them for us a couple of times, she had dogs and probably couldn't keep them full time. I don't know. That was a whole sad business because I had spent months researching various rodents and small pets because I knew that my mom was allergic to cats and I knew that they wouldn't want the responsibility of a dog, but I'd only ever had a goldfish all my life. And granted, that goldfish lived until I was about 16 years old. He was like 13 and a half when he passed away. But I just always wanted to have a pet that I could pet. I mean, isn't that part of the name?
What to do?
So I was just all, I want to find a pet.
The winds of fortune are howling.
I remember specifically looking at rodents, and the ones that stood out to me most were rabbits and guinea pigs at the time. But I knew that that rabbits were going to be a little bit of a hassle because I had two friends and their families were pretty large. I think they each had 2 or 3 siblings. And they each had about like a rabbit per child, essentially, in each of these families. And the rabbits were, they were a lot of fun. Some were more squeamish than others. But for the most part, they were just so fuzzy. They had a lot of them were Rexes, actually, Rex bunnies. Rex bunnies are so fluffy. In a sort of like velvety sense, I would say. But I don't know. I just never actually seen a guinea pig in real life before, really, except maybe in passing at the pet store. I'd never held one. I'd never really gotten to know them, so it's like, oh, they look so unique and different, and none of my friends have a guinea pig as a pet. So eventually I convinced my parents to find some guinea pigs and went out to the store, and there happened to be 2 completely ebony black guinea pigs, and I named one of them Cole and one of them Shadow, and they were so adorable. Cole was an angel.
This is the beginning of your end.
If you put your finger up to his nose, he would lick it. He wasn't a nibbly guinea pig. He just was essentially using.
He wasn't a nibble pig?
No, he wasn't a nibble pig. He was essentially using everyone as a salt lick. And actually, you are supposed to get salt licks for a lot of rodents. I think it's. I suppose it's kind of like how we actually need some salt or iodine, or I don't know.
Yeah.
But
now, what next?
They do like.
What was
the most researched phrase was, "Can you cuddle with a guinea pig?" Well, so guinea pigs, they're good lap animals.
Yep.
If you now, granted, there's specific ways to pick up and hold them because they are sort of butt heavy, I'd say.
They're little chubsters.
Yeah, they can be little chubsters, but you sort of have to first off, you have to, like, nab them in the cage sometimes. We actually built a pig pen. I didn't really like the idea of having our guinea pigs in a cage. So my dad and I built what we called the pig pen, and it was essentially just, you know, a wooden bottom and walls, and then we put laminate on the bottom, and then all of their wood chips and such for the bedding, and we had their food dish and their water, and they like to sit inside cardboard tubes and other kind of, I suppose we would have a lot of shoe blocks and stuff in there. And I would say it was about 2 or 3 feet in width, and then about like 4 or 5 feet in length. So it was a pretty big pig pen. But they loved running around that, and they would do their noises constantly. And they were just so much fun. Actually, I would do this thing where I'd put them on my stomach while laying on my back, and I would alternate my hands just sort of rubbing down their back, and then go the whole time. And sometimes they would even make a little sound when you rub down their back. So my friends and I, it was funny. We would call it the guinea pig opera. Cole would make higher pitched, then Shadow would go. So then we go.
Bring it on!
And we'd make little songs with them.
That's what I'm talking about.
They liked it though. They were so cute. They would sit there and they would eat carrots and lettuce.
Question is, how is Elfin? I think it seems okay.
Sorry, I'm just going on talking about guinea pigs. But they were adorable. I loved them. But then my mom became allergic to them. About 8 months into us having them, we had to give them away, and I was so upset.
I really like the support skill system in this game. It feels really good. Prevents the party from being surprised by foes. Oh, that's helpful. And hang off. Oh. Yeah. So she can't get one shot anymore. That's good.
Do you know that if you rub a guinea pig down their, like up their nose, from the tip of their nose to their head, they just sort of like, whoop, they put their head high up in the air? I found that that's what happens with every single guinea pig I've ever pet. Sort of like an instinctive reaction.
So what was the dumb name I want to name my guinea pig when we get them? It was like Snabulon the Destroyer.
Here we go.
It was something terrible.
It was awful. I just want to have a guinea pig with like the worst name.
My turn.
You're gonna have this like.
We always like seeing the guinea pigs at the stores and such. It's interesting. Most of the ones that they keep in stock are male. Though I don't know. I don't know if I'd get guinea pigs from a store again, or if it's better to find a nice breeder.
I would prefer to find...
Or rescue. A rescue. Adoption.
Rescues, adoptions. The problem is, like, pet stores are awful.
Mm-hmm.
Like, awful places. They generally only do the bare minimum required. And, like, I don't like that.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like that about,
Well, also, I suppose that if we get, like, some guinea pigs through adoptions, we would essentially be helping guinea pigs that were like my guinea pigs, who, I mean, I had to give my guinea pigs away because my mom became deathly allergic to them, and we had no idea that...
Not bad.
I mean, she's just sort of slowly developed it, but apparently they have dander similar to cats. And she had never been tested for rodents.
Okay, so we got some questions about the actual game. So we've done...
People are saying, like, rescue them from the pet shops. I mean...
Well, kinda.
But I suppose purchasing them is supporting the practice of
yeah,
having
it's
them
like
in
a
the pet
weird
shops.
combo.
It's sad. They're living beings. They're not objects. It's hard to talk about purchasing animals, isn't it?
Well, we can talk about it in a second. I just want to answer these questions, seeing as they were asked and we've been kind of ignoring them.
Okay, sorry.
So, how's Elfin so far? I prefer his gameplay to Ophelia, because he's a little bit more dynamic, because staff smacks are kind of boring, and Cyrus is kind of a better staff character anyway. Let's see. So far, we've done Therians to start, then Honets, then Tressa, then Cyrus, and then... Oh, wait, no. Therian, Honet, Ophelia, Tressa, Cyrus, Alphen, and then I'm leaving Primrose and Elbrick for last because I've already done their stories from the demo. Alphen's a staff user, that it? No other weapons? Not yet. If you multi-class him, he can have another weapon. Though I don't know what I'm going to multi-class him for yet, actually. Yeah, there's the answer. So those are the story arcs. I don't know which ones I prefer yet. I would like to get further in. The intros are always kind of eh. Ophelia was kind of just cute, I guess. It was nice. Anyway.
I'm getting all teary-eyed thinking of my guinea pigs. At least I didn't see them die. Like, because they only have lifespans of 6 to 8 years.
Ready or not, here I come!
So, even though I only had them for a little under a year, pretty much, I forget how old they were when we found them at the shop. I think they were only...
Here I go!
I don't know. Weeks? Maybe a month or so? I don't know when they start selling, but they were young. They never got to be the size of the guinea pigs that I see in the stores when we go visit just to gaze upon them.
Oh, ice! Pierce them through!
But... So you never really got to get to know your guinea pig well because they never really were that kind
I was young
humans.
and it was nibbly. And so it never was particularly attractive to like get close to the thing. Like I wanted to.
Would he or she run away?
No, it just would randomly bite sometimes, and that just, you know, when you're really young, an animal randomly biting you enough that your finger bleeds, not great.
Not bad.
Yeah, the only time I ever bled because of a guinea pig biting me was when I was feeding Hole and Shadow celery, and I must have gotten my finger way too close. Because you know how they sort of motorboat things down? Like,
yeah. Oh, yeah. Guinea pigs are a little indiscriminate when it comes to what they nibble.
Well, my guinea pigs seemed to feel bad. They were apologetic.
Well, they probably didn't like the taste.
Well...
I guess I should probably save before
that only happened once. But, nah, Shadow was more nibbly, but it would never be hard enough to hurt. But Cole always licked.
Nibbly the Blood Drinker and Snabulon the Destroyer.
No!
Oh, I like those. Hey, looky here. Patch of water blooms. This must be the place. Not just a pretty sight. Makes a good bitters, too. No wonder it's Zeph's favorite. What an angel, coming all the way here to pick flowers for her brother. Ah. And if you ain't just the fellow I was looking for.
I really thought for a moment that the snake was gonna say that.
Sorry to drop in unannounced.
That's definitely the snake.
Say, don't you suppose you could spare a nip of snake bite, could you? Oh no, don't get up. I'll help myself.
Well now.
Well, shucks, if you insist. But let me give you a hand. Snake!
Snake!
Snake, it's a snake.
What's it do?
Let's see.
Remember all the snakes I've caught for you to pet?
Yeah. Then they pee on you.
Yeah, they don't much like being caught.
Out of my way.
Let's see.
Garter snakes, mostly.
That's steel. That's shit.
Garden snakes?
There we go.
I think they're called garter snakes.
Now,
well, they might be weak to Icewind.
Snakes are smelly, by the way.
Oh,
they
this is
always
going to be
feel
easy.
slightly oily.
Oh, this is going
they
to be
musty.
easy.
Here goes nothing.
Let's see. Author carry skills. You know, last stand probably works great
This calls
here.
for surgery.
Nope. Really? Huh.
It's funny. I once caught a garter snake and was showing it around to my cousins, and my cousins were like, "Oh wow, that's really cool," and sort of got to touch its scales. And then my dad comes over and he's like,
Really?
"Oh, hello there, snake." And he was going to like touch the top of its head and it nipped him. Needless to say, he never liked seeing any of the snakes I caught ever again.
There we go. That
Try
should work.
this.
Ah! Well, that didn't work the way I wanted it to, but that's fine.
Did you ever catch any snakes and lizards when you were young?
Not really, no.
What's this
No?
now?
Nope.
Down in Florida, I would catch lizards.
Oh, ice.
I think they were mostly
Pierce
the brown
them through.
variety, but there were also some that were the bright green with the red flap underneath their chins. I don't know if they were males and females of the same species. They looked awfully
I guess
similar.
part of the reason why I never wanted to mess with snakes is because I grew up in places where the snakes were actually
Were
poisonous.
venomous. Yeah, I grew up
'cause
in places where snakes were harmless.
You really didn't want to go anywhere near the snakes down in New Mexico. That was a bad move.
Mm-hmm.
Because rattlesnakes were common. I've seen several. They're
Shucks.
pretty lazy and they don't give a shit about like anything, but not something I want to mess with too much. Most danger.
Yep.
Honestly, probably himself.
I got just what
Makes
you need.
sense.
Unfortunately, these guys are kind of hurting.
What's this now?
Let's see. So, last ice wind.
Yeah.
And then we lay the heavy
Pierce
smackdown
them
on a
through.
lot of them. Oh. There
I
you
had a
go.
lizard that I caught in Arizona nip me and proceed to hold on.
Oh,
I
wait.
pretty much let it go, and it was dangling from my finger for a little while.
Money.
And I'm like, "You're free to go. Just please." And it finally released its grip on me, and I had already put my other hand underneath it. And I could just see a large saliva dribble come from its mouth, and it just sort of went meh, meh. I'm like,
Let's
yeah,
get down
I
to
probably
work."
wasn't that tasty, was I?
This calls for surgery.
Let's see. It starts using those accessories that restore HP and SP on usage. Yes! And it's awesome.
Now the
Sorry,
true
had to
lesson begins.
interject.
Now that I think about it, probably wasn't nice to catch reptiles when I was young.
Eh.
What's the big idea?
I mean, it could give him a heart attack.
Oh.
Oh no!
Uh-oh.
Actually, do animals ever suffer heart
Time for a
attacks?
break.
Yeah,
I thought some
absolutely.
prey animals definitely do.
Let's see. I guess what I can do. Some HP back.
Shucks.
Alfred's in trouble. I was really hoping purifying dust. I guess let's just do this.
Try this.
I got plenty of this. I was really hoping that would actually get rid of status effects, but it didn't look like I was
What's
hoping the
this?
purifying bits would actually help. Oh well. Oh, and there it goes. Well, that was good timing.
Not bad.
Pumpkin in chat was saying that he got bit by an iguana once again during a feeding. Yeah. Sometimes when you feed animals, you're liable to get bit. They always... Oh.
Sorry, my hand slipped. What's that? Take all the venom I need? Don't mind if I do. Hold tight, Nina. I'm on my way.
I suppose they do have to make him sound a little weird to talk to himself.
Zeph, it hurts.
Nina.
It'll be all right, Nina. Alpha will be back any minute now. He's never let us down.
Yes, I know.
When Father died and left the two of us alone, I didn't know what to do. The truth is, I didn't think I'd be able to raise you and protect you on my own. But Alpha was always there to lend a helping hand. When he told me he wanted to study together and become an apothecary himself, well, he gave me the strength to carry on. He's always so humble, apologizing for being a burden on me. But the truth is, I'm the one who's been relying on him the whole time. If only I could be more like him. And his sweet axe.
Hey!
I'm shipping them.
Alphen!
Alphen! Oh, this might be voice acted. Nope. Did you miss me? Sorry it took so long.
What a relief.
Oh, Alphen, thanks to the gods you're safe. The venom. You really did it.
Well now.
I trust you can take it from here, eh?
Yeah.
I'll get started at once.
You bet.
Hang in there, friend.
Now then.
Man, I'm beat. I think I'll head home and catch a few winks.
Wait, he doesn't live in the same house as the grandpa and the kid, does he?
No.
That's the next house.
That's that one over.
Okay.
Which I still want that axe.
Take a short rest. Ooh, nighttime. Is this the first day-night sequence we've seen?
I think so.
Later that night.
I wonder how Zeph's doing. I shouldn't worry. He'll be fine, like always.
You know,
You know, Zeph, I've given it all to be the best apothecary I can be. To be more like you-know-who. But sometimes I still feel like I'm so far away.
Yeah, that's right.
All it takes is a stiff breeze to blow this backwater village right off the map. And yet, this is where I was born and raised, where I learned my craft. It's got grouchy Gertis, who I ain't ever seen smiling. Meryl's got her act together, but she still needs a shoulder to cry on now and then. I gotta keep an eye on old Alex Koff, too. And you, Zeph. I've been giving you a hard time since God knows when. You invited me to study together with you under your father. Took care of the books after we went into business together. Right, what was I thinking? I'd better stick around here after all.
Now then.
But not here. I better go see how Zeph is holding up.
Alf! The flame take me. It worked! Nina's feeling better by the hour.
I knew it. With you on the job, was there ever any doubt?
Thank you, Alphen, for everything. You saved my sister's life. How can I ever repay you?
Don't even mention it. I helped out someone in a bind. Simple as that.
Those words. I remember when we were still small and the great pestilence came. Father could cure every disease known to man, but for the first time, he was at a loss. Then one day, a traveler came to town bearing an elixir the likes of which we'd never seen.
Aye, this'll do it.
Thanks, mister. But why'd you save me? We ain't got no money, you know.
Listen, son, and listen well. I saw someone in a bind, and I helped him out. Simple as that.
Shucks. I hope I can do that too someday.
Ever since that day, you've worked your damnedest to become just like your hero. To help people out, just like he did.
Oh, is that how it went?
Alphen, we've been together forever now.
Mm-hmm.
So I can tell. You want to leave this place, don't you? You want to travel the world and help as many people as you can. Just like him.
You knew.
I'm not daft, you know.
But still, this is my home. I know you're a skilled apothecary, Seth. At least as good as... no, probably even a little better than me. But I can't leave you to look after the whole village on your own. Besides, who else would cut your ego down to size? Who'll listen to Gertus's grumblings and Meryl's tales of unrequited love?
I will. I'll do it all. Don't you worry about anything. I'll see that the villagers are happy and healthy. I swear it on my life. So go out and see the realm, Alf. Do it with your heart at ease and your head held high.
Guess what, Ma? I'm going on a journey. Time to see just how far my talents will go. I'm gonna save folks the world over, just like the man who saved me. Keep an eye on me, would ya?
Alf! Thank the gods you're still here.
Come on, Seth. I didn't ask for a going-away party.
Just a little present for the road. It's nothing special, but... I want you to take my satchel. That way, no matter how far you travel, I'll be right there with you.
Wow. You weren't kidding when you said it's nothing special.
It was the only thing that came to me.
Thanks, Seth. I'll take good care of it. Here, why don't you hold on to mine too?
Now there's a plan. I'll put it to good use, Alf.
Alrighty then. See you around.
Be safe out there, friend.
And so Alvin set forth on his journey to travel far and wide and ease the pain of the sick and suffering, just as one man did for him. Little did he know what awaited him in his travels.